Loss and failure are among life's most difficult and painful experiences. Yet they are also some of the most powerful tools for growth and transformation. In a society that celebrates success, achievement, and winning, we are often conditioned to fear failure and avoid loss at all costs. But the truth is, no one reaches success without facing setbacks along the way. Loss, whether it be of money, time, possessions, friendships, or even family, can feel like a crushing weight. Yet in many cases, those same losses become defining moments that shape our character, fuel our motivation, and redirect our path towards something greater. The pain of loss and failure is real. There's no denying that losing your job, your savings, or a loved one can shake you to your core. It can bring moments of despair, anger, and confusion. But it can also offer profound clarity. When everything is stripped away, what's left is the opportunity to rebuild not as who you were, but as someone wiser, stronger, and more aligned with your true purpose. Take the loss of money, for example. Financial loss can feel like failure in its most brutal form. It can disrupt your plans, alter your lifestyle, and create stress or embarrassment. But it can also teach resilience and resourcefulness. People who experience financial hardship often develop better budgeting skills, stronger work ethic, and a deeper appreciation for the value of every dollar. They learn the difference between needs and wants, and they often emerge more disciplined and focused than before. The pain of financial loss becomes the foundation for smarter, more strategic success later on. Similarly, losing time, especially when invested in the wrong people, goals, or paths, can be incredibly frustrating. We may look back and feel regret, wishing we could reclaim those hours, days, or even years. But what seems like wasted time often provides invaluable experience. Every wrong turn, every dead-end job, every failed relationship teaches us something. It teaches us what we don't want, what doesn't work, and what we truly value. That kind of clarity is priceless. Time is never truly wasted if it brings us closer to our purpose and helps us avoid bigger mistakes in the future. Material losses, the loss of possessions, homes, or careers can be a wake-up call. We often tie our identity to the things we own or the roles we hold. But when those things are taken from us, we're forced to confront who we are beneath it all. That process of stripping away can lead to a more grounded, authentic self. We realize that our value isn't in our title or our possessions, but in our integrity, resilience, and ability to grow through adversity. Perhaps the most painful losses are relational, the loss of friendships, partners, or family members. These kinds of losses shake us emotionally and spiritually. They bring grief, loneliness, and a deep sense of emptiness. But even these moments carry seeds of growth. They can teach us about boundaries, self-respect, empathy, and forgiveness. They can push us toward healing old wounds, improving how we communicate, or learning to love ourselves more fully. While the pain may never fully disappear, it can transform into wisdom and compassion. Failure, like loss, often comes wrapped in shame and disappointment. But failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of success. The key to turning loss and failure into stepping stones lies in perspective. If we see setbacks as personal attacks or permanent roadblocks, we stay stuck in bitterness or despair. But if we choose to view them as part of a larger journey, as chapters in our story, they begin to serve a purpose. They become tools for self-discovery and growth. This is where self-awareness becomes vital. When we are self-aware, we can honestly assess our responses to loss and failure. We recognize our emotions without being ruled by them. We can ask ourselves meaningful questions like, what am I learning from this? Or how can I use this experience to become better, not bitter? Self-awareness allows us to take ownership of our journey instead of blaming others or giving up. Emotional intelligence also plays a critical role. It helps us process pain in a healthy way. Instead of bottling up emotions or exploding in anger, we learn to sit with discomfort, to grieve properly, and to move forward with intention. Emotional intelligence teaches us how to stay grounded in the storm and to lead ourselves with compassion and clarity. Another important factor is mindset. Growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed, turns failure into fuel. It allows us to embrace challenges, persist through obstacles, and view criticism as feedback rather than personal attack. People with a growth mindset don't fear failure because they understand it as an essential part of learning. They don't crumble under loss because they know every loss carries the possibility of new beginnings. Gratitude also shifts how we see loss and failure. It may seem strange to practice gratitude in the midst of hardship, but it is precisely in those moments that gratitude becomes most powerful. It reminds us of what we still have: our health, our potential, our ability to grow. Gratitude doesn't ignore pain, it balances it, keeps us grounded in hope and focused on what's possible. Surrounding yourself with the right people during times of loss and failure is equally important. A strong support system, friends, mentors, or a faith community can offer encouragement, perspective, and accountability. They remind you that you're not alone and that setbacks don't define you. Instead, they can refine you. In the end, success is not a straight path. It's a winding road filled with unexpected turns, detours, and breakdowns. Loss and failure are not signs that you off track. They are often the very things that put you on track. They shake us out of complacency. They test our commitment. They prepare us for the weight of real success. So if you're facing a loss right now, be it money, time, relationships, or something else, take heart. If you're recovering from a failure that knocked the wind out of you, don't give up. These moments are shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable than you ever imagined. They are not the end of your story. They're the plot twists that make your journey meaningful and your victory even sweeter. Remember, loss and failure are not obstacles. They are stepping stones. And with each one you climb, you're getting closer to the life you were meant to live.